Welcome again to Mindful, Beautiful, and Thriving. You are listening to Gayathri Narayanan, who's our mindful parent educator. She's been with us in the last many weeks, and today's episode is our last episode with her, where we are going to express our gratitude to her for being such an amazing educator. And she's going to actually walk us through a gratitude practice that we all can use in just different relationships and different contexts. So, welcome again, Gayatri.
Thank you so much, Leena. I have to express my gratitude to you as well for this opportunity to share. And it's just so beautiful what you're doing with Tarika Foundation and making these kinds of content available for young people. It's such an important topic and an important work that you're doing with the youth and mental health. So, my deep bows of gratitude to you for all the work that you're doing and for the foundation that you're creating and building. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Gayatri. I really appreciate it. And as I'm saying the word appreciate it, I'm like thinking, oh my gosh, these two words go hand in hand. Appreciation brings in gratitude, gratitude makes you to want to appreciate. So, last episode, we talked about appreciation and appreciating your child. And we had a really good discussion on the difference between mindful parenting versus domination paradigm and the difference in how we appreciate in each of those parenting styles. So, moving to the topic of gratitude today, Gayatri, what would you like to share about gratitude in parenting context? And then maybe you can walk us through an exercise.
Yes. Gratitude is such a beautiful practice. And there have been a lot of studies that have been done on the practice of gratitude. And what they found is people who practice gratitude tend to be happier people. They sleep better, even. They've done studies on sleep. So often with my students, I'll always encourage them to keep a little gratitude journal by their bedside. And just before going to bed, just to write 3 or 4 or 5 things that went well in their day. And it could be the smallest of things, right? It could be just a simple thing like, somebody smiled at you when you were at the grocery store and said hello, or, somebody picked up the socks from the living room today, or, whatever it was. It can be a tiny thing, but bringing that eye of appreciation and looking for the good, it's a very beautiful practice, because what happens with most of us humans is that we're so deeply wired for negativity bias. There's a cliche that says the mind is like Velcro for the bad and Teflon for the good, because the bad stuff sticks. We remember it, and we're designed for that because we want to protect ourselves, right? So we always fixate on the things that are wrong in our lives. Even with our children, we're always looking at where they can improve, why they're wrong, what needs to be fixed in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there may be so many things that are right and good and beautiful, and we just don't take the time to look for them or to see them or to take the time to appreciate them, right? So a gratitude practice is a way to intentionally shift our hearts and minds towards that which is good in our lives. And it's a very beautiful practice. And every time I've ever done a gratitude practice, I've always walked away with just a feeling of plenty, of feeling like as if you're rich. And really, our world needs this, because when we feel full, when we feel content, when our cup is full, then it's very easy for us to be generous and loving and to give ourselves to this world in a generous way. But when we feel lacking, it's very difficult to be giving and difficult to be loving. you know
Mm-hmm.
so a gratitude practice is a way to fill our own cup, is to breathe in that which is good, so that you can breathe out love and generosity and kindness around you. So I really think our world would definitely benefit from having people just practice gratitude.
I totally agree with you. As you were saying, how you feel after you practice gratitude, like the feeling of plenty. Another word that came to me was abundance. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
feel like, you have an abundance of everything. And like you said, if it fills your cup, it's very natural for it to overflow and to give it to others. So I think it's so important for all of us to remember to do that. And so we are eager to see how you're going to help us do that.
Let's do a short, maybe 10 to 12 minute practice, a gratitude practice. So I'm going to invite listeners, if you're seated, to find a comfortable posture and find a comfortable place to sit and relax the body and come to a steady, upright posture, a meditative posture. You can either have your feet, both feet planted flat on the ground, or you can sit cross-legged, whatever is comfortable for you. And if you like, you can close your eyes if that helps, or if not, you can leave your eyes open and rest it in a soft gaze in front of you. Begin to slowly and deliberately extend your breath, inhaling deeply and exhaling very slow, long breath. You can do this a couple more times as I ring this singing bowl, and just consciously relax and release any tension in the body as you breathe out. Just listening to the sound of the bell and relaxing the body. So as you sit here, relaxed, alert, awake, I invite you to bring to mind all the people in your life who have been kind to you, good to you, who've loved you, cared for you, from the time you were a baby till now. Could be parents, grandparents, family, friends, teachers, mentors, people who listened to you in a time of need, who cared for you when you were sick, people who taught you, guided you, bathed you, clothed you, fed you. So let these faces flash before your mind's eye spontaneously, just letting them come on their own, just remembering them, remembering what they did for you, how they made you feel. And just mentally say thank you to each one as you see their faces. Just saying, I'm grateful for you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. Whatever comes to your mind. Just remembering all the ways in which you have been sustained and helped by these people. So many hands have contributed to your life. Just taking a moment for gratitude, for thanks. And then letting go of those images, bring to mind your ancestors, people who have gone before you, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, going back to centuries, people who went through great hardships to survive. They survived plagues and pandemics and migrations, droughts, wars. They had to go through a lot to stay alive long enough to have a child. And that child had to stay long enough to have another child, and so on, so that you could be here today. So just taking a moment to remember all your ancestors, people whose faces and names you don't even know, but just saying thank you, because you stand on all their shoulders. And now, letting go of those images, bring to mind the kindness of strangers, people all over this world who work every day to make your life just a little more comfortable. People who grow our food, harvest it, pick it, package it, ship it, drive it, and bring it to our grocery stores. People who clean our roads and streets and build our bridges. People who take out the trash. People who build our buildings, make our clothes. All over this world, so many people. Just mentally saying thank you to all of them for their work. Just bowing to them, saying thank you. I'm grateful for you. And then letting go of those images, bring to mind your own being and who you are, your strengths, your generosity, your goodness, your kindness, everything that you do for people around you, your family, your children, all the ways in which you contribute to the well-being of others. So taking a moment to appreciate yourself and offering gratitude for yourself and who you are. It's like giving yourself a mental hug, saying thank you. And then bringing to mind all the blessings of this earth, the flowers, the trees, the birds, the animals, the sun, the moon, mountains and lakes and rivers, all this natural beauty that we enjoy on this earth. And this life that we have. Just taking a moment to remember all the bounties and blessings we enjoy and feeling gratitude, filling your heart with gratitude. And as you do this, notice how it feels in the body and mind and heart as you lean your heart and mind towards that which is good. Notice how that feels. And then connecting with your breath, noticing the body breathing. Becoming aware of your body seated. And slowly beginning to extend your breath. And opening your eyes when you're ready.
Wow, Gayatri, that was such a beautiful practice. Thank you for leading this wonderful practice and giving us a reminder for so many things that we need to be grateful for. So I have no words to express our gratitude to you. I'm sure I'm also representing a number of our parents who are listening to you, who provided wonderful feedback about how this has been beneficial for them. So thank you from all of us. And hopefully we'll have you back sometime again.
Thank you so much, Leena. This was such a pleasure, and it was such a joy to share all this with you. And just, it's almost like chatting with a friend every day and just discussing these different things. It's been such a joy. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. This feeling is definitely mutual. Okay, guys, thank you for listening. Stay tuned. We will start with a new topic on parenting soon. So continue to listen to Mindful, Beautiful, and Thriving. Have a great rest of your week and stay safe. Take care. Bye. Thank you for listening to Mindful, Beautiful, and Thriving, a podcast series by Tarika Foundation focused on youth mental health. If you like our podcast, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Stay safe and healthy. Till next time.